Hello everyone, this is Vinay here from Learn Coding with Vinay again, and we are into the video number 28 of our series where we are building movie rating application using ASP.NET Core MVC, Micro RM Dapper, and ChatGPT as our coding assistant. Right. In previous couple of few videos, I would say we built the home landing page, we built some certain sections. Right. In this video, what we are going to do is clicking on this action or any view button over here on cast highlights, should take us to the content list. So if I click on action, it should take me to the content list page, and here we will list the contents of that particular genre or particular actor. Right right so we'll be working on content list page. So let me tell you what I did in the background to save time. I created this content list razor page, content details razor page, which we will be using later. Right, and in the content controller I created the content list method. Right, and here we have two parameter. One, the id, this will be either genre id or an actor's id, actor or cast id basically. This is from, so we'll have to have this because we will have to check from where the user is landing over here. Based on that, we will either retrieve content list based on the genre or content list based on the actor or cast. Right, so this is one thing I did. And in the index menu of the home page, so I hooked the link. Right, so genre card, I am sending it to content controller content list page, and I am sending two parameter id of that genre, and we are saying that okay, we are coming from the genre list. And over here in the cast, we are again redirecting to same content controller and content list method. Here we are passing the cast id, and here we are saying that we are coming from the cast. Right, so this I already did in the background. Right, now let's move to the prompt. Let me bring the prompt over here. Right, so what I did, I prepared the prompt in the background. Right, and this is actually video number 28. Let me correct this. Right, so what I have here, let me read it out for you. Let's work on content list page now. Here is what I want. We have two sections in home page. One, browse by genre, and second is cast highlights. Upon clicking on either card or view button, I want to take users on content list page where we need to display contents of that genre or cast. Right. Second, list should display movie name, genre, image, average ratings, hit or flop, hit, flop, super hit, based on the budget and earned. Right, so I give it criteria also, but I want the suggestion from ChatGPT that how we should calculate if a movie was a hit or a average or a super hit based on the budget and earned amount. Right, so I you can pause the video and read out this. Right, one very simple equation would be if earned money is less than the budget money, then the movie is considered as flopped. Right. Then the third, let's create a method in content list. I have this method right already where we are landing currently now, and we'll work on the content details later. Right. So let me take this, copy this, and paste it on ChatGPT. Let me push this to ChatGPT and let's wait for the response. So ChatGPT has generated the response. Let's go through it. First is store procedure, then the view model, great, then the interface, then repository, then add, no, we don't need to add, we have this, then controller, and then the list. Okay, great. So now ChatGPT remembers what we are expecting every time, right? Every time it is giving us a good response. So let me copy this. Let me go to SSMS. Let me say Control N, and we'll create this stored procedure. So let's create this SP. What do we have? It has created ID and from. Okay, so it has return. Ideally, from over here is not required. Actually, it should have given us the two criteria. Select cast mapping as from genre and okay, so where is active? This is good. What is done over here? Let's try to understand. At the rate from is equal to genre and genre is equal to genre. Okay, or from is equal to cast and exist. Okay, so it created one stored procedure only by combining them two together. Let's say it has used the correct name, table names, content rating. So this would be user content rating. Actually, genre is okay. So let me run this again. Let's try to run this. If it gives invalid object, I'm like, okay, it says genre. So we don't have table called genre. We should have it. Let me see. Content genre. Okay, great. Okay, again there is one table that seems to be missing. User content rating, content genre. Okay, this is good. Mapping, content cast. Okay, so it is actually content cast. Yeah, not the mapping. Okay, what just happened? Invalid state. Okay, why? We have the content cast. Let me analyze this one. So I think there seems to be a lot of error. So let's inform ChatGPT that we need separate SP for both of these, right? So let's do it that way. Can we have? Okay, let me inform it. Can we have a CPA separate SPs for getting content list by genre and cast ID? And based on the from flag, we will call one of these from C sharp code, right? Because this way, I mean, it is not doesn't seem to be working well. Also, let me inform the table names are content, user content rating, and content cast. Let's push it. So ChatGPT has generated, the separate SPs. Let me copy this and let's create this. Okay, so let's create one by one actually. First, let's create this. So this is good. Let me go ahead and fire this. Okay, what's the problem? Okay, genre ID. Sorry, my bad. So let me pass one genre. Okay, again, in even if we informed, it does not pick the right table name. It's okay. Okay, now there is one more problem. Let me correct this in the background. Okay, so I had to correct, few table name and column names. For example, content genre. This I had to correct, and here it was title. We had content name, so I had to change it here, and this was image. I had to make it poster. So now this one worked. If I go ahead and run, then it is displaying the result. Now we see only two movies because we don't have. Remember, we don't have ratings for every movie. I'll work sometime on this, data, and then we'll have a lot of things over there. So let me correct this. This is now content cast inner join content IDC cast. We don't have cast table. Let me see. Oh, we do have. Okay, so let me correct this. This is content genre. This will be poster. This will be poster. This will be content name. Content name. Let me run this. Okay, we have content which is good. Content. Okay, great. So let me 243. Let me see, run this. Okay, so we have one. Great. And if I say one, what will we have? Okay, we have only one movie. Okay, no worries. We have only one movie. Okay, because let me see. We actually, yeah, we have left after join. Let me say, what do we have for two? Okay, what do we have for three? Okay, cast ID, content. Yeah, cast should be there. A should be there. Content cast cc dot c content id is equal to c dot content id cast ct dot id is equal to c dot cast id. This is good. Each are joined content genre. This is also good. Left turn join. You are on ur dot content id is equal to c dot id. Okay, where c dot id is equal to cast id. Okay, is approved is equal to 1. Okay, yeah, this looks good. I don't know why it is giving only one. Let me see, because I know for Amir Khan we have multiple movies. So let me go to cast. Where do we see Amir Khan? Okay, Amir Khan we have on 170. Let's say 170. Or do we have? Okay, we see multiple movies. Okay, great. So this is also working fine. And so let's move to the next step. Now these are done. Let's content list VM. Let me create this in background and come back. So I created the VM, but let me correct this. This has to be content name, and the other one would be image, that we'll have to make it poster. This will have to make it poster. Okay, so let's move with the next step. So okay, so it has added now two methods. Let me copy this and add it to the I content repository. So where do we have? Okay, where it is added? Okay, I content. Great. So let me open the I content repository. I content, and let me open the I content repository interface and both. Let me add it over here. Okay, so this has to be only the method. Now let's go to content repository and copy paste the actual implementation. These two. So what we'll be doing, say copy paste. We'll have to connect. We'll have to use this, and here it should be con. Here it should be con. Okay, so this is good. Let's move to next step now. DI registration. So we already have that. We don't require this. Right. So, and now the controller code. So we will replace our existing content list method in the content controller with this. And this would be content repository. Okay, so this looks good. Let's go to the last step now, razor view. So let me copy these. Let me go over here. Where do we have content list? Over here. Right. So let me just copy paste it over here. Content list. Let me take this on top. We don't need to write this long. We have already imported. So this is good. Here it should be poster, and here it should be content. It is within the content. Here it should be content name. Again. Okay. No. Sorry, my bad. What was over here? Okay. Title. Yeah. Okay. This should be content name, and this should also be content name. Excellent. Right. And in the view details it has already given us, content details, which is nice with id passing. Yeah, okay. So this is good. This is good. Let me, it is hr, let me put a horizontal break over here, horizontal line, and let's see. Let me double check first if we don't have any further step. Okay, we don't have. Let's run and see. So let's see what do we see over here. So we have action 16 movies. Let me click this, and we have the 16 images displayed, which is good, but let me see why the image is not coming up. What was the problem? Img, yeah, okay, it should be within the content slash poster. Yeah, let's see. Okay, great. So the it loads up now. This is really good. Right, now let's try to go back to home, and let's click one of the cast. Let's say for Asmita Mandana, I think Asutosh Gaurikar, we have many movies. Okay, great. Yeah, so we are on the page now, and we are maybe Asutosh Gaurikar over here. Like, this is good. This is good. Let me go to someone else. Let me say Rasmika Mandana. Okay, great. What do we have? Okay, many movies. Oh, let me see. Okay, 32 movies. Okay, great. 32 movies, 30, 30, 29, 13, 13. Mani Ratnam. Let me see these. 4 plus 6, 12, and 13. Yeah, okay, great. So this looks good. However, I want one improvement, rather than having this status and blockbuster, I want a capsule kind of thing, right? So basically tag or something that looks well visible. Can we display status as capsule or something eye catching? So let's see what does it come up with. Generally a capsule would be a nice choice, or maybe pills. Let's say what does it suggest. Okay, so it has given us the code. It has, yeah, let me copy paste these in instead of over here, and it has given used different background also. So it's not a movie actually, it's okay, stop, it's actually item. So let me change this for all. It should be item dot status. Again, here it should be item dot status. Flop is bg dangerous. Okay, average is okay, bg info is hit, text dark, success. Okay, we'll change the color. Let's see what is happening now. Let's see what do we see now. If I go to action 16 movies. Okay, this is blockbuster. Okay, this one is super hit. This is flop. Yeah, red flag. Blockbuster, average. Okay, I think this is good. This is good now. So we have the content list page ready. Now next we all will be working is to view details page. So each content detail page. Thanks for watching this video. See you in the next video.